Okay, good afternoon. My name is Jarek, I'm the Archon Studio and welcome to my live chat. And AMA ask me anything, questions and such. Now we've been doing this one for quite long, so if you're for the first time, so what we do here, I provide you with the latest updates, what's in Archon, what we're working on, and updates on our Kickstarters. Maybe I'll just do that. Be better if I got the mic close to my lovely face. Right, and such. So yeah, if you have any questions, just keep them coming. As always, I have a few slides ready for you, ready to rock and roll. And okay, let's maybe do that. Let's see what we're gonna be talking about today. So as always, AMA. So if if you have some questions, keep them coming. I will start answering them in a sec. Next one will be heroes. There is something I want to mention to you, some kind of exciting stuff, because the team did just really good job on it. That's gonna be in a second. Then we have, as always, Deuslair, some production update minis. I do have minis to show you today. Minis. So that's gonna be next one. Then we have the caves, as always, more concepts. First test sprue, which I didn't get it today, so I'm gonna leave it for the next couple of weeks, for the next summer. Just quick one about the Master of Orion. We had a great playtests at the designers camp in Poland here, and some good names actually testing the game out and liking it. And towards the end, I do have something for Titanomachy. Okay, let me check what we have here in the comments. Oh, we have a, yeah, it's a very nice model. Although it could be better. I think it could be better because it was designed long time ago. It was actually resin model first, and then eventually we turned that resin model into plastic one. And yeah, and the thing was we needed to make sure that it's gonna be only just on 2 sprues instead of actually making more sprues. Nowadays, if I was designing this one again, I would just definitely go for these 4 or 5 sprues for that model, just to make sure we have more details and more elements, separate elements and such. Although it's not bad model. It's not bad model. I think it's a part of Mantic thingy. Or maybe it was only tank. I'm not quite sure. Yep, there will be more expansions to Fields of Eternia. The latest one of the latest one was just released. We're also going to be bringing those things which we had, I think, during Kickstarter. I know there was some misunderstanding on that one, but yeah. But there's more expansions team is working on. I think during one of the previous live streams, I was explaining this one, what we're going to bring out of that game. So yeah, more stuff is coming. Okie dokie, let's check what we have here. AMA, this is questions from Discord. Some question from Discord. So let's go for it. So, can we have assembled airship dimensions? Will be okay. Yeah, sure. Of course, I've got it. I've got it for you. That's the dimensions. We're actually gonna be talking about this model a little bit in depth. I have a slide ready for that, just to show you how everything assemble and how many different components you have, separate components, and what actually you could do with it, and what's the future for this idea. So the length is 25 centimeter, depth is about 12 centimeter, and the height is about 23 centimeter. And this is without stand. There's also plastic stand, which is about 8 or 9 centimeters. So I'll be looking about 30 centimeter tall to, yeah, something like that. Many of those elements are actually modular, so you can, switch them. You don't have to assemble that way, but I will explain that in a second. There was a question for Home 3, where we can see an updated playthrough. I don't think you're gonna see it at the moment. I know we currently, and Jakub is currently working on full video play, maybe not really playthrough, but basically rules explanation. So for every single section, slightly different that you will see it on other Kickstarters or other projects. or in other board games. The idea here is that we know very well that this board game, Heroes, there's lots of newcomers to the board games. So what we want to do is just to make sure that the learning curve is much more easy for them to learn how actually to play that board game. So, and this is connected with something we have did additionally to the game, which I will explain in a sec. So real playthrough maybe not, although there was an expansion playthrough, Larry, on YouTube, so you can go on YouTube to Asha. I don't remember the channel name, sorry for that. I mean, I know Jakub is on it, so Jakub helped me out with this. So yeah. And that one also will be done with Asha, so yeah. Ham question, would you keep your word on exclusive pieces that won't be in the retail version as it is so far? Too many scenarios when the publisher modified the statement later. We were very, very clear about this. So this is a snapshot from Kickstarter page. We always, exclusive content is usually and now and every time will be only locked to the Kickstarter, and trade shows exclusive. What does it mean, trade shows exclusive? It only means that if you're going to be participating in the trade shows, you can get it from us, right? At, you know, much higher price than you get it on a Kickstarter anyway. But we need to make those things available, and only on the trade shows. Why we do this policy? It's simple. Depending on the Kickstarter, it's really depending on the Kickstarter. Some of the Kickstarters have a content which is great to be exclusive for the Kickstarter, but being fully locked to the Kickstarter, it's not good for the game itself, and it actually do more damage to the game than, especially if this is playable, fully playable faction. So people won't be able to get it, and they're gonna be, you know, stressed out. There's gonna be a lot of pressure on us to actually release it at some point, and you know, all of that is absolutely unnecessary. So if somebody going to say, well, you know, this is faction I want to play, but it was only Kickstarter, so it's okay, just see us at the trade shows and we will have some copies for you. So, but we're gonna keep to this word. We're not gonna be releasing them to full retail, so you won't be able to buy anything exclusive into in retail. All right, about the campaigns. Okay, so this is for the Master of Orion. Which quarter? I think we planned for third quarter, between the third quarter of 2024. Realistically will be third quarter of 2024. We have projects for last quarter of 2024, which is not Kickstarter related. So yeah, it's all depends obviously on many factors. First of all, the state of development of the game. If the game will be is enough developed and it is good, then we can basically take it. If it requires more work, we won't take it on a Kickstarter. We're not in a position that we have to rush anything, so we would rather wait, make sure the game is good, make sure that, you know, there's marketing behind it and everything what is needed for the for it to launch. Otherwise, it's gonna be full start, and we don't want that, right? We want to make sure that it's actually it's got steam. There's a question regarding rampart terrain and 50mm scale. I don't think we'll ever make anything 50mm scale, because we haven't been doing anything 50mm scale ever, and we don't see that necessary at the moment. There is other company, I mean, stay tuned. I know there's other company which wanted to make some 50mm scale with us, but this is for their products. I've seen those elements. They're very nice. They also have a terrain there in their sets, so I'm guessing you will be able to get it what you want, but not from us. Oh well, yeah, partially. Okay, it's gonna be made by us, but not sold by us. Apologies, I'm a little bit ill this week. Deuslair. Did you thought about minecarts tracks to implement in the next Caves expansion? Yeah, sure. Something I will show you today is this. That is the full set of the minecart tracks. They are going to be a stretch goal section, in a stretch goal section, so we're going to be unlocking numbers and partially with every single stretch goal. So I'm guessing you're going to be able to build quite a long track with it. And what else? Yeah, so stay tuned on that. We're gonna be showing you more, but this was actually part of super stretch goal, but when we designed this as a super stretch goal, it wasn't that much exciting as a super stretch goal, so we decided to move into yeah, to that. So I see, let's yeah, I hope you're gonna like it. I hope you're gonna like it. It's gonna be a lot of pieces. I mean, I think for that campaign we plan to have like 100 something individual pieces, so yeah. And all of those things as well, right? So fully rotable, yeah, let's make it so that will rotate. So yeah, well, we're not in a Lego yet or toys section yet, so right. With some questions. Yeah, Jakub confirm about the it's on table grip launch over, so yeah. Okay. That's true. That's one of the reasons why we stopped doing then that, you know, 100% Kickstarter exclusive bits and bobs, because it just killed the game. I mean, this is a really long topic to have a chat about it, but a Kickstarter, everything keeps changing nowadays to the point where you really have to start thinking about making products really for retail and focusing more on retail than actually Kickstarter itself. Kickstarter is a great marketing platform. It's a great platform to actually launch products and develop, because the design development portion is being paid straight away after Kickstarter, instead of when you have to, you know, release product and then wait for stores to pay money and stuff like that. But in general, the product needs to be good as well for the retail later on. So I think the idea of the Kickstarter should be that you get really good deal, really good deal, much better than you will get ever from. I guess around that. I mean, we plan to have this one in January, and I hope we're gonna have this one in January for shipping. Shipping January, so delivery will be around February. Yes, February. I mean, the last delivery shipment will be around about last delivered parcel according to our schedule should be in March. Yeah. Question about additional factions after remaining factions are released. Anything tell about this plans? Yeah, we have 3 factions in the pipeline. Although there was some question, I asked my team what they think about working on more factions if possible, right? So it's obviously not up to us, it's up to the licensor whether they're actually going to allow us to expand even more. There are some fan-made factions which made into the game, however they're not part of the universe, and this might be a little bit problematic. Yeah, but yes, we have more factions to come in, 3 more. A piece of terrain which is very interesting. It's like okay, if you watch I call this colonoscopy team. If you watch the thingy about colonoscopy in Diablo, we made like a terrain which looks like a inside of intestines, right? So and we, you know, keep laughing about this is like a colonoscopy team. So I've seen the concept. I don't have those concepts to show you today, but yeah, the colonoscopy team. Yeah, we make a fun from that comments. This is topic for a little bit longer discussion. Starsight is a 1 sec. Starsight is a project which was paused for about 2.5 years. The main reason why we paused Starsight was that we've been in talks with the licensors for the sci-fi license for a game, and we got it. And it's going extremely slowly at the moment, to the level when I'm just pulling my hairs and I'm not happy about it. But God knows, maybe it's gonna move much faster in terms of, you know, development, approvals and everything else at some point. I hope it should. So one of the reasons why we couldn't work on the Star side as well as the other game is they're both sci-fi, and they will both be, you know, we would have to decide at some point which of the projects we would support, right? And I don't want to do this, so it's either of them. It's really either of them. But as we on that topic, if the license is gonna go so slow as it's going at the moment, towards the end of the year, we're gonna pull the plug. We are going to pull the plug, and we're gonna jump on the Star side again. I think we have to pull the plug if we're not gonna get a stuff approved quick enough, right? I don't have another 2 or 3 years time of, you know, development of sci-fi game just because of his great license, but you know, at the end of the day, we could have very good. I mean, looking back, I think many things which is happening in our companies, we are lucky, extremely lucky. And I mean, we just had a chat a few weeks ago about it, like, you know, retrospectively thinking about projects we had in the past and which projects we cancelled and the reasons for cancelling those projects and what was the outcome of cancelling the projects and focusing on other projects. And one of them was when we got first CNC machine, we thought we're gonna make miniatures and we're gonna make a, you know, war game, and let's do the war game and let's go crazy. We have made first miniatures, like, you know, rushly and without even thinking about concepts and such. We just, let's make some miniatures, let's see how it goes. But then we changed a little bit into going into dungeons, lasers, into terrain pieces and such, and some miniatures. And thanks to that, the business grow, right? The business grow not on the war game we planned to release back then, but on the other things. And I think now if we released back then Starside, we were totally not ready for that. We had no cell structure, we had no rule structure, we had absolutely nothing, and it will be one of the projects which would just basically start and next few months will be just that. So the Starside is on my radar. Yeah, and just give us some time, and we will know soon. Right, Caves campaign. Yeah, clearly laid out on a lot of add-ons, but how the stretch goals are going to work. The stretch goals going to work the way as they always work. So we're gonna keep unlocking several stretch goals to each of the teams. That's the whole idea. But there is no mention of something that was supposed to be included in this campaign and what the community asked for a long time, the spell effects. Have you forgotten about them? Yes, I have. I have forgotten about the spell effects. And the spell effects won't be in this campaign. The spell effects will be in the campaign for dice. So the future campaign will be just dice and a spell effects. But not this one. We want to focus on this one just purely on the terrain, because the simple fact is, if we get too much into many things with this campaign, the most important portion of it, so this means terrain, won't have enough love, right? Won't get enough love to actually grow and be good and efficient and the way it should be, right? So we have to pick and choose and choose and pick. So my team is my team is being informed about it, and the primary goal is a terrain and everything with the terrain. And yes, we will have some miniatures, but they're not going to be part of any stretch goals miniatures whatsoever, and you can buy them separately. But anything else, we have to move out of the way and just keep it for the next campaigns. Yeah. Okay, on 3 board game question. Somebody asked about the Inferno campaign. Okay, I've got answer for that. I don't like the answer. I didn't like the answer. Jakub told me something about a sci-fi universe being something complicated. So I don't know. I tell you something. I'll show you something. Yeah, this is my master plan, and that's what I'm gonna be really reinforcing once we have this game in stores. So I want to make sure the team is actually working on free PDF content for it, at least something every 2 months. we have to do something about, you know, every 3 months. And then new content every quarter is a new content, which would be the paid content, which in this case will be new factions. So I don't see this project being not getting enough love from us. So yeah, so you know, you might not get it straight away, but we will find a way actually introducing them in a form of free PDF. Yeah. Check what we have here. We could share it with you, no problem with that. I know some balancing was done, heavy balancing on that one, so I will have a chat with team and see if this is something real, possible. Okay. Yeah. We said okay. So I was going to share your data with it, not the spreadsheet itself. Yes, I can share the data, but you asked for the spreadsheet, so my idea was thinking that we may share the spreadsheet. I don't think there's a maybe need for sharing spreadsheet. Maybe we could share data with you at some point. I'll take a note. I'll take a note, and I'll do it for the next live chat. Yeah, Derek. Derek keeps poking me about it. Yeah. Derek knows the full story about everything, so he knows exactly what's going on, and he knows exactly where I am, and yeah, I'm on a crossroad with it. So, okay, let's see more questions. Deuslair, do you think it will be shipped by the to be ready for under the Christmas tree? No, it will be a little bit too early. I think a few weeks. Shipping will be commencing in January. According to our plan, we should have last tool in December. Now, we also going to be reallocating our factory from here to the new building, and the idea was to move the factory in December, and I think we're gonna push to January just to make sure we have all the products for Deuslair ready to ship. So we're gonna be shipping, and at the same time we won't have to run any machines. We basically just get them disconnected and move them. And I'm guessing we need about 2 weeks of setting up everything to get up and running. So yeah, but obviously the production will be on pause, and we need to make sure we have a stock for that. This is I can, well, to be honest with you, on the collab, we've seen the quotes, and the problem is a huge chunk of money, to actually really large amount of money, because the Heroes Orchestra wants to re-record everything from scratch for the music app, and it's a huge bill. So, and obviously we cannot make any profit out of it because it's not part of our license. The idea was to actually create something for free that you can just download it, and when you play the board game, you'll be able to actually play the music as well. It became really complicated, really complicated financially, and also from the legal point of view. So at the moment I don't have any solution, and until I have solution, and I'm, to be honest, I'm not even searching for any solution, because I know already the answers from the point of view of licensor and from the point of view of Hero Orchestra. So at the moment it's not moving. It's not moving at the moment. Yeah, I know Heroes Orchestra was offering some different deals, maybe something less, maybe this, but still the bill is still huge, and yeah, we don't know how to move this ahead. On 3, do you have a number of pledges? I do have something to show you, and I think there's a small mistake there, but I do have something to show you, which I will do in a sec. In the next slide. Just stay for the next slide. Yeah. On 3, does the Inferno? Yeah, this is referring to the previous questions as well, in terms of actually having more content for the Home 3. I don't see reason why we wouldn't make any free content. I mean, free content is always good because A, it's free, B, it keeps people playing more campaigns and enjoying the game in different ways. that was actually yeah, was released. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Right. Do you have a license also for other games from Ubisoft like Assassin's Creed or Settlers? No, we don't. We have been talking with several other companies, although we have one more project with Ubisoft. But it's not neither of them which you described. We got this week very good news about 2 licenses from other company, and also next month on the 8th on my return I have another meeting with something big. So yeah, it's because of the other project, which is the sci-fi project, was delayed, and at the moment God knows what's going on with it. We were in a kind of our projects were all over the place. So we have some on projects which are not licensed. The case now probably gonna be pushed towards January or something like that. Only because I need to make sure this, so pre-painted. I'll show you in a second. Pre-painted tech needs to be a fully designed, developed, and needs to look nice and good. And I'm not gonna be starting Kickstarter or Game Fund campaign without having nice, a good process, a stable process. I'm not anymore. Well, I'm not in the position to do any type of fake it till you make it. So yeah. But we have other projects, and Ubisoft is very good to work with, by the way. So if you have any license with Ubisoft, then you're lucky, because they very easy going and help you a lot with approvals and everything else, you know. So yeah. Something I was going to show you is this. So 15, and that should be 35. Yeah, but it's 25 probably. Yeah, it's 25. So okay, so what's the idea is, here we should get around about 15% of stock, and it's gonna be shipped here. Here in December we should get about 50% of stock, and then we should get 35%. That's mistake here. In January, so the last portion we should be delivered between that time here. And I mentioned, because somebody asked if I'm going to get in February. Yes, but bear in mind, if we ship at the beginning of the February, somewhere here, we cannot guarantee that it's gonna get to you within even 4 weeks. Sometimes it goes even longer. Like if you live somewhere on an island far away, and it takes time. So yeah. And November wave shipping, pre-packing in Poland. That's what changed. So it kind of yellow flag, because when we had a chat with the manufacturer, we told them we still need them to be pre-packed for you, and they said no. In this case, we're gonna push to December, and we said no. We still want in November. Ship it to us now. We will do pre-packing, and we will ship it to you, making sure that 15% is out of the door. That should be 35. That's my mistake here. Okay. When is Cave planned to launch? I think January, something like that. I'll show you some things in a sec. When I'm going to be showing miniatures, I'll show you pre-painted sprues and explain the reasons why. That the thing is, I cannot any confirm or deny whatsoever. But you got them. You got. No, we initially we didn't want to do any type of Kickstarter campaign for any additional expansions. Reality is that the board game is going into sales. We have target to meet, right? We have targets to meet. We have numbers to crush, and only one condition where we could potentially decide to go again, try to do like expansions on a Kickstarter with this project with Heroes Might and Magic 3, is if we're not gonna be happy with the numbers in retail. Okay, that's only one solution. I'm being totally honest with you. I mean, at the end of the day, we work very closely with the licensors. They ask the numbers, we provide the numbers, and we have to deliver the numbers. If we won't deliver the numbers, we have to find some other solutions. Yeah. It's working with license is not easy as you might think. I mean, everybody think it's just like easy going. No, it's not. It's not. You have to bear in mind on the other side of On the other side of licenses are managers. They have their roadmap. They put what you told them you're gonna sell in their roadmap, and if the roadmap is far away from what you told them, you have to find some solutions. But at this stage, we plan Stronghold, Conflux, and Cove to be released into retail. Okay. Maybe I'm being too honest today. I'm joking. I'm always honest. Yeah. 2 months, which we in November, December. We wanted to run in December, but I don't think we're gonna be ready with pre-painted. It's a lot of work, loads of work actually, on pre-painted. Okay. A lot of nostalgia. A lot, yes. One of the game will be well, actually 2 of them, I believe. 2 of them. We always fish for license which for some reason nobody actually even asked for them. And then we think it's a good idea, maybe it's not, but you know, we yeah, so it goes. Here's another question. Caves is the first campaign where you offer already painted products. Okay, that's true. What quality of kind of painting can we expect with this kind of product? I've got a sample for you, but you have to bear in mind one very important thing. It's very early sample. The quality of painting you might expect will be how to say that? Okay, it's gonna be much better you found on any other product of this type on the market. Yeah, I mean definitely much better than WizKids products and such. I've got samples and I will show you samples. Thanks for the questions. I think we're gonna have to make it. You know, we're gonna have to make it because other projects we have pre-painted, right? So we have those pre-painted, pre-shaded, or pre-painted. Wrong, not pre-painted, pre-shaded. And we're gonna have to make pre-shaded as well. I know we at the beginning said no, but then thinking about it, there's so many people asking for it, and you know, lots of you actually got it pre-shaded version, and then if you want to expand your collection, you would like to have those pre-shaded as well. So we are in a position where we don't have to. We're in a position when there is no maybe. There is. We have to. That's correct. Yes, we have few more. Yeah, previous details. Okay. Ooh. Where to report them? Do me a favor, go on our website, there is a contact email, and please tell me where exactly is that, and send it to us with those mistakes. It happens sometimes. It might happen not at the translator, might be happening later, but please do so. Please do so. As the contact mail will be, I think it's a service. It will be service, the best way to contact us. Service at archon-studio.com. Okay. Let me just move to. Well, I want to show you something. Because team has been really working hard on that. So, I mentioned this. We have tons of new customers and 2 tons of customers that really never played board games, and we wanted to make something for them, really for them to get them into the game much easier and less painful that you would usually go through. And we have created something which is in line with FAQ, but also explain to you exactly where you're going to find the relevant answer for this question which is asked in that document. Okay, So it's about, I think, 17 pages, 17, I mean 11 pages here. And we touch many things. We touch even things like difference between the PC and the board games. We wanted to explain also the difference. So when you play the board game and a video game, 80% of rules, 90% of rules are exactly the same. However, this rule, that rule, and that rule is different because of this and that, right? So this would be easy for people who play the video game, going into board game and having questions or feeling like, oh, I think this is wrong. You have an explanation from the rule writers from development team why we did that, and so on. And also there is several questions. I would say them FAQ, but they're not really FAQ, because FAQ usually try to fix something which is broken. Here we don't have nothing fixed. It's basically the questions which are coming back and forth sometimes. And then one of the reasons is, for instance, that the rulebook is 40 something pages. You will miss one sentence here, or you will miss a couple of wording here and there, and then you may have those questions. So those questions here, you'll find the answers, and also you will find the page on which page there is fully explanation for that answer. And I think this will help a lot. And this not only gonna be PDF, but it's also gonna be fully printed and added to the board game. So you'll have missions, you have a rule book, and also this. Okay, I think this is good initiative. I have not seen anything like that in other board games, and I'm really hoping this will work. This will work, right? Let me check some questions. Underdark. I thinking giant mushrooms forest style. No, but watch the space with super stretch goals. Okay, we have some plans in the super stretch goals. Maybe not really Underdark, but some mining elements, some spider nests, fully themed spider nests and such. Okay, and yeah, some demonic elements as well. I've got that for you. Just give me a few seconds. I've got few slides. Thank you. Okay, Deuslair. Okay, I want to show you a few slides. I want to show you a few slides about Deuslair. For those of you who haven't seen them on update, so the book itself is coming along very, very nice. Huge quality, by the way, huge quality. I was blown away. I am blown away with this book. So I wasn't expecting this, but yeah, great stuff. From Deuslair, obviously the miniatures, you might have seen them as well on update. If you haven't seen them, here we have. These ones are painted, and I'm gonna be showing you now more miniatures. Let me just change the camera quickly for the unboxing camera. That's the unboxing camera. Dun, dun, dun. Just bring the mic a little bit closer. We're going to start. We're going to start with the big boy. That's the chaos. Think they did well. We had some issues and problems with, aligning everything, making sure it's not crazy overextending and it's much easier to paint and stuff, but in the end it actually looks really nice. So that's one of the super stretch goals. You get it with the Deuslair, and that's the sprue layout. Right? Okay. And this week we also made this. This is the clear plastic one. Okay. Right, there's a skull here, right? So you know the drill. You just have to paint it for whatever not meant to be clear. and you're gonna get there. But we have to make entire elements clear plastic. So the stones obviously here, or anything on the base shouldn't be clear, but yeah, you know the drill. Gelatin cube, but this is not the one which you're gonna get. This is a little bit smaller one. You won't be able to fit the model. The new one will be much bigger. And then we have a number of miniatures. Unfortunately, I asked my team to make them in normal plastic just to show you the quality. They forgot about it. So I may have them for the next live. Exactly the same nice quality we're gonna get with the normal plastic, but obviously clear. This one's clear. And Banshee. Some design things which we going to improve is like this hand, for instance, here. So that hand's got two small, two tiny details on it, and doesn't look good. It looks like there is a defect on it. Actually, it's not defect. It's like a smoke going around it. So yeah, still learning. We are still learning. Okay, I was going to show you some things. So the question obviously was about the pre-painting and the quality of the pre-painting. That's the current state. This is only test one. This is not the final whatsoever. There's no washing yet on it, and we might also introduce washing, so it will be much more pronounced. And I'm not very happy with the quality yet, okay? But I'm assuming we're gonna be able to improve this quality. Not assuming, we will be able to improve this quality on pre-painting. Here we tested something completely different. Here we tested the so we left the primary color, which is the sprue color, and then added like just the patches with additional color, and this works. So if this works, it means that we have to now design the correct select base color, which is the sprue color, the plastic color, and then overpaint on it. So yeah, right. This we did wrong. I mean, I like that. This is too white, and it's a basically graphic issue, and also it's not correctly aligned whatsoever with the model. Yeah, but obviously that's what you're gonna get. Here it should be varnish, so you should get this one clear, much visible, much better clear, but we haven't put the varnish, so it will be the varnish. So that's how the and again, this is just the to be clear on it. Let me just change to my face. Okay. Yeah, just to be clear on it, this is just the trail elements. So there's still a lot of work to do. To get it right and in the quality. Hold on one second. I'll show you much better quality. I've got it here. Silly me. Right. So like a trees, for instance, right? We left everything like a bark at the moment unpainted, because we just want to see how we can work on the leaves itself. So that's kind of selective pre-painting. And then there is this. I've seen it, so that's much better quality. So you tell me what you think about it. This is without shading, by the way. There's no shading yet. There will be still shading. There will be still varnishing. There will be still additional layer of paint. So yeah. But we have to make a baby steps, and we have to make it baby steps in order to get it very nice. I mean, I remember the first miniatures we've made in plastic injection. First block we made plastic injection was awful. We couldn't make any sprue out of it, and yeah. Cool. Let's go. Oh, Jesus Christ. Now I have tons of questions to go through. Okay. Yep. Shout out to our artists. Hey. Trophy. You know about Trophy, right? So if you're going to be running the tournament, let us know. I mean, you're actually going to be, right? Yeah. We haven't planned this. And no, not at the moment. At the moment we focus on dice. I think dice will be yeah. What next? I did show on the last video, and if you go to the previous video, you will be able to see those elements, but it's new faction, Shira. I don't know yet. The pricing is structured based on how long machine will take to paint those things, paint costs, and you know, everything around it. Yeah, so I really don't know yet. That's one of the reasons why I am unable to run the any type of campaigns or sell the product until I know exactly the costs, because if I miscalculate it, then it's gonna be on me, and I won't let that happen. We will have both. We will have both. So let me rephrase this one. Initially we said there won't be no shaded, and then we said non-shaded expansions, and so definitely we'll find no shaded expansions in the stores. The shaded ones, because it's gonna be limited run, they're probably gonna be available only on our online store, but still available. Yeah, but both versions will be available. Okay, so I picked non-shaded because there were no options for expansions. Now there are options, but I already chose non-shaded. Yeah, I think if you still want to change your pledge, you still should be able to change your pledge if you want to. But that's how we're gonna have to go with it. That's correct. You may always contact us and say, look, I want to just reopen my pledge and change the pledge. Top notch. Do you mean the painting? I don't think so. I don't think so. I know we will get to the level where I'm really happy. I'm happy in 80%, but that 20% for me it's massive, right? But I know we will get there. I know we will get there. That's the reasons why we're performing these tests. Yep, this is all machine made. All machine made, yes. Oh, I didn't expect you guys to like it. I was actually postponing to show you this one for the last, I don't know, month or so, because I wasn't happy. But if you think they're good, they need improvement, and they're gonna be. There's gonna be a small, tiny revolution. In my opinion, it's gonna be tiny, small revolution. So yeah. Revolution, yeah, revolution in terms of DNL, because DNL always was on sprues and such, so yeah. No, Derek, no, that's not true. Okay. We will have, if you wait till we talk about the Titanomachy, I will show you something, because there's more terrain coming, rampart terrain, obviously, with the Titanomachy project, and also terrain will be pre-painted. Cool. I mean, if you say about the miniatures, then yes, I will pass the feedback for sure. But if you talk about this, I will have a chat with my graphical team, because this is the 2D graphical team which managed to do that. That's option. Definitely a number of Dungeon Lasers previous product will be pre-painted soon. Yeah. Yeah, sounds good. Evolution. I hope so. I hope so. That's new. That's new in our industry, in terms of pre-painting stuff. Unfortunately, no. I don't see that happening because regardless of what you do and how you calculate this one, nobody will be ready to pay. I mean, maybe some groups, yes, like you have those terrain coming from, what's the name, the Titan, not Titan, the Dwarfen Forge. They are kind of pre-painted, hand pre-painted, but that's not the idea here, because we provide so much terrain that pre-painting this, even here in Poland, would be so expensive and lengthy process that I don't see how we could potentially serve 5,000 or 6,000 backers. So it needs to be done by the machine. Yeah, but the machine it's not doing this automatically by itself, right? So there's a graphical person that needs to add those details on it and such. Now, what's great about it, what's absolutely great about it, every single sprue you get could have potentially different detail on it, right? So you won't have repeats whatsoever. You get, yeah, a number of walls, and every single wall will be different. Different graffiti on it, different poster on it, and such. So, yeah. You may be right about it. You may be right about it. Yep, we're getting there. We're getting there. I've got something to show you on Titanomic. He is excited and yeah. Yep. I was mentioning at the beginning of the video. If you go back there, you will know. You will yeah. You will know everything. Okay, Deuslair, more Deuslair. Oh, by the way, this is huge. This is huge. In my personal opinion, this is huge. I'm very excited about it. You've seen the video. I've seen the picture before about the stand. This is the size of the stand you go and get it. So it's like almost 7, 8 centimeter tall, maybe something like this. And we haven't designed this one yet in fully, so it's some plastic needs to be reduced, some thickness of the plastic, because at the moment is too thick and it's gonna cause lots of manufacturing problems. But we will do that. Notice. So this and that, but that's not all pictures I want to show you today for the airship. That's the number of additional different component you can put on it, or you don't have to. That's the options. And this is what I did mention. I think that was your idea. That was the backer's idea about it, to create like a modular. Can you combine two? Can you combine three together? Yes. This is modular, and you can add as many those middle intersections as you want, and extend the ship itself. Not only that, because I asked my team to do this. So here you can see two sections. This is one section. That's the additional section, and then the front of the ship it goes on the back as well. So you can create like a boat, right? So it is going to be a very nicely fully modular. And now the greatest thing, once we're gonna be working on the tooling layout, I need to make sure that this element, that element is one part, and the balloon itself is a second part, but everything else is a separate part. In the future, once we move into this project to make it a airship game, you might get those things and then more additional elements for your ship, just to make, you know, different variants of the ships, right? So yeah, so now we have a foundations. So that's the foundations for this game. Now, if this works, and if assembly is great, and if we manage to, you know, pull together all those ideas we have it here, I think this game gonna be next one to go after in 2025, obviously, because 2024 already is fully loaded with all the projects. But something around 2025, at the beginning of 2025, we'll have another game which will be just basically focusing on fantasy airship battles, okay? Different factions, different teams, and yeah. But that's the airship, and I know you've been asking for it several times, so yeah, here we have it finally. It is going to tooling. I think it should be going to tooling next few weeks. So I might not have physical model in a month time. Yeah, so it's towards the end of the tooling. I think that's one of the last tooling for super stretch goals. We've made all the tooling for expansions for normal stretch goals, all the tooling for super stretch goals, and now we're going back to the core sets. So yeah, core sets should be finishing in December. It's good. So yeah, as I mentioned, if you want, you can create this boat. You can extend this middle part forever for as many pieces as you want. Okay, let's check some questions. This is second time somebody asking for this. We haven't investigated neoprene mat for the battleground. I know there was many requests for dice, for faction dice, and yes to faction dice, but I haven't thought about the Motu battleground neoprene mat. I will add to the list. And discuss this one with my team. Okay. Deuslair is mainly miniatures. Could we incorporate this one for the miniatures? Yes. Do I really want to incorporate this technology into miniatures? I don't think so. Not yet. Why? The first question will be why. It's down to capacity. It's down to capacity, how much we can pre-paint, how many sprues we can pre-paint in one day with one machine. So the success of dungeon lasers is that you get quite a lot of sprues or pieces, elements, and that alone will cause a lot of capacity issues if we want to turn everything into pre-painted. Maybe once we finish one project, this means if we finish caves and we deliver all the caves to the Kickstarter backers, we could then go back and see what we could do with pre-painted miniatures options. Yeah, but yeah. Okay, let's go. Yeah, the idea for the stand was to make in clear plastic, but I won't be promising you because this stand needs to be on a shared tool. So if we have to, the layout currently shows 4 tools. If we're going to extend for 5 tools, then the separate tool will be the clear plastic stand for the airship, and then we can use the same clear stand for the airship for other airship we're going to design in the future. Yes. Yeah, as many as you want. It's a reversible, and you can connect it as many as you want. Although it will look funny at some point, right? So yeah. So please add it. Yep. You have tons of different elements as well, like additional cannons and such you can use for something else. That's correct. So I'm setting those questions. I am answering those questions because those questions come a little bit later. So I have to keep refreshing. But yeah. Could it stand without it? Yeah. Don't know. I doubt it. I really doubt it. It's airship, but I doubt it because of maybe on those things, maybe on the spiky bits. So if you assemble with just go back to the picture. Yeah, on those spiky bits, yes. But then you have to be careful with anchor. There's an anchor and hooks, so maybe those things don't assemble, and then you can actually place it anywhere you want. But without any side support, so with the blades, without the blades, I don't think it's going to stand. And that's not the idea, right? I mean, the idea is to have this one kind of flying. Okay. Okay, I mentioned this already. Okay. Okay, I will do that. No worries. I will read the questions Jason, thank you. I will read the questions out loud. So you should check if your spray painting machines can paint neoprene, and then you could buy paints black play mats. No, okay, no, it's completely different process. Both processes are completely different. I know the how neoprene mats are made. Yeah. If you remember, a few months back, I was mentioning that if we ever going to be doing neoprene again, excuse me, it needs to be done in house, because I wasn't fully happy with the quality what we delivered to the Encounters project. But I've been told back then this is the best quality the manufacturers from China could offer, which I still don't believe it, but yeah. So the question about the Home 3, do you know the order in which games will be produced? Who gets the game first, alphabetically? No. What we mentioned in the last video and this one as well, the first product will be made, it's the core game and expansions, which are unprepainted. Yeah, those things, and no big box. So big box will be shipped out, the last one. There was the problem with big box, and they needed to redesign. The manufacturer missed one element from stretch goals, so he needed to expand those plastic trays, which means the plastic tray was as large, a little bit bigger, and they couldn't fit everything in the big box, so the big box was redesigned. So it will be manufactured as the last one in December and shipped to us in December, so in January shipping. Yeah. Okay. When we can expect photos of pre-shaded miniatures for Home 3? Soon, I think. I've seen the first pre-painted. I wasn't happy, so we went back to manufacturer. We told them what they need to do, as we know much better we know much better what are our expectations in terms of pre-painted. So we're gonna get new samples now, and once we have the new samples now, we will be showing you. So I'm hoping soon. We should get next week, at least pictures next week. Any pics on a book of Deuslair? I did that. So if you just scroll back to the go back to the beginning of the video. So the question about the airship: would it be possible to use magnets for the middle part, so you can be modular in the ship's length? Yeah. We won't make slots for the magnets, by the way, right? Because this will be complicated to make slots for the magnets. But if you want to do it, do it. Okay. Right. Okay. Caves. So I just want to show you quickly. Apologies, I've been ill for the last couple of days. I don't feel very well. So my voice might be going in a second. I feel it. It might go. Okay, the caves. So this, I did show you this. The train tracks. They will be available as a stretch goals. So every person who backed will get it. Bigger the campaign go, more bits and bobs you're going to get it. Here is one of the concepts of the miniatures. I know it won't be about the miniatures, by the way, right? So, but Krzysiek did very nice. Krzysiek and I think Bartek, they did very, very good and nice looking concepts for the miniatures. I just wanted to show you, because there will be also the question about the miniatures, whether they're going to be some special extra or just, you know, pure how to call it? Yeah, just normal fantasy goblins, right? So yeah, that's the concept for the goblins. This guy needs name. We have to name it. He might start with the letter B, like a chopper, maybe. Okay, that's one of the demons, the big boss demons in a demonic set for the miniatures, and we have also this creepy monster. I really like the concept, and that's the size for that monster. Kind of abomination. Yeah. Right. Let me check some questions, sorry. Okay. So, is there a chance of seeing themed specific bridges for the cave terrain? Long ones would be amazing. Let me check if I have this. Because what I'm showing you right now is the page from our website. And here is a blog section. You can go to the blog section. And once you're there, you will find a number of new concepts. So ritual site for spider nest, goblin lair, deep mines. So here you have a new stuff because we haven't shown you deep mines yet. Mouth of the abyss, the evil eye hive. Oh, evil eye hive. Oh, there is carnage tract. I call this colonoscopy sec. And that's gonna be clearly plastic, so you will be able to paint the way you want. I think the idea is to make it in like a blood red color, and then you can overpaint, or maybe pinkish. I think pinkish would be like intestines. Yeah. Yeah. So there you will find a lot of nice new concepts and some explanation behind it, and some reasons why we select them and why we choose them. Right? Yeah. Deuslair campaign happened last year. So the question was, has the Deuslair campaign already happened? Yes, happened last year. Deuslair happened last year, and it's actually this year. No, it was this year, and it's told to be delivered in January. It's about 3 months before we said it's gonna be delivered. Yeah. That is correct. So the pledge manager for Deuslair closes end of month, so you can still late pledge. So yeah, you can go still go and late pledge if you want. Okay, the question is about the home free. If we pledge for the separate boxes, they will be shipped all at once in a single plain cardboard box, right? So every single pledge will be pre-packed if you select like 3 or 4 of the same pledges, you're gonna get pledges. If you select like 8 boxes, individual boxes, they're gonna be pre-packed for you also as individual boxes. If you pledge for 6, 7, 8 different pledges, each of the pledge will be pre-packed individually and shipped to you individually. Because obviously then we'll have to ship it on a pallet, which is not real, right? At the moment. I mean, we did that. We shipped on a pallet to some backers, some previous Kickstarters, but we won't be doing this anymore. I was a little bit crazy. So yeah, it all depends what exactly you choose and such. Okay, so the idea here is one box is a one pledge. But one pledge you selected, like if you select a pledge with just the core sets and everything else, this is the one. If you select twice that, you're gonna get 2 parcels. I hope I explained this one. Yes. My brain farts. Yes, there is slightly grid designed. You might not see here, but we did try to design the grid on a train, like with every other DNL terrain. Diablo, that's a good name. love the rails, glad to get them. Okay. Okay. Oh, apologies. The demon was actually Vivian concept, not Bartek. I mean, they're very, very similar style for some reason. I mean, I was surprised. Question about any options for cooling lighting in the DNL caves, like people have done with the Spirit 3 in DNL encounters. Not designed by us, because the cooling, the lighting systems are over the place, and we would have to offer them in order to actually this system to work. But as you can see on the screen here, down the bottom here, some of the terrain will be fully clear plastic. So once you get it, you can modify the way you want. And there was on the previous campaign, I think on the encounters one, we had some ideas to make mushrooms, clear plastic mushrooms, when you just stick inside the LED. We did quote a company to provide those things, and it was extremely expensive, not like really expensive. And then we find out we cannot ship batteries, so we would have to ask backers to buy batteries, unless we, you know, regulations, which I hate. Okay. Okay. Okay, the correct question. So the Grey Pledge and the Inferno will be shipped in a single box. Yes. So it's a part of your pledge. So, and if you go for 2 Grey Pledges, we will have to send them in 2 separate boxes. That makes sense, yeah? Okay. Right. Well, yeah, Master of Orion. And the team was at the designers camp. This is a camp that used to be run by Rebel. Rebel is one of the distributors, now belongs to Asmodee in Poland. And there was many designers there. A number of great games and such, and also big names. Some of the big names like Jason Matthews. He is the co-writer for and designer for the Twilight Struggle, and here he is actually playing Master of Orion. And yeah, so not only that, there was another team. That's the team of designers. Every single person by this table actually designed different games. Here is much more advanced game, as you can see. They're going towards the end of the game. A thumbs up means they like it. So we definitely working on this game. I mean, the work is going in a good direction, which is great, and I'm really happy for the guys actually for this game, because it's one of the games we need to make it right. We need to make really right. It deserves that IP deserves. I mean, the previous Master of Orion games were not the best. I was a little bit angry myself because yeah, they were just cheaply made, not showing the scale of the license itself, of this IP and the video game itself, and we're not gonna be cutting any corners at all. Right, Titanomachy. So first Master of the Universe, now Master of Orion. Yeah, that's a good question. That's a really good question. So I was mentioning about the Titanomachy. So towards the end, I just want to show you a couple things. Here are some very early whips. We're in a stage when we work on just the concept itself, so the faction concepts, and here are just a few. Obviously what you see here is very early whip with no detail on it, and the 2D team will still work on some elements for the factions. But what we have at the moment is a human faction. You can see the scale of the scale of the Titans. They're gonna be roughly 3 walls tall. Well, they're not gonna go above 3 walls tall from the rampart set. The main reason is that we're gonna be releasing this game with terrain, and we need to make sure that the terrain works with the game, and vice versa, that the game works with terrain. So yeah, that also means that you will find a new set of terrain, the rampart, city ruins themed terrain, and that will be pre-painted. Okay, that will be fully pre-painted for you. Yeah, also every single Titan, I'm saying this one at the moment, but it might change, every single Titan also will be pre-painted. So that's the idea. Oh, why this goes like that? Shouldn't go like that. Sorry for that. Voila. Okay, so, and yeah, what we have human faction, we have a kind of demonic faction, and then we have AI faction, right? And that's it. I'm not gonna be telling you more about it. Just kind of stay tuned and you will see. Obviously you're gonna have different type of mechs, different type of Titans, some smaller ones. I think at the moment we're looking at 3 different sizes. Ignore the bases, because at the moment we just put them on hex bases, square bases. It will be hex map, by the way. We found that the hex map for this game was working very, very nice, and then large hexes, 75mm hexes, and here we have like 32mm model miniatures to show the scale. I mean, that's the pilot which goes inside. Yeah, I hope you like it. Let me check the questions. Master Chief next. Yeah, that's a good idea. Master Chief the board game. Okay. You mentioned in the beginning that Heroes of Might and Magic Rules showcased the video will be on the same channel as Battlefield 1. So would it also be in Polish, not English? Subtitles are cool, but not for 1.5 hours video. The team looking for more people to make in different languages. So we're definitely gonna have to have a French one separately, German separately, and we see about English. If not, it's gonna be Polish plus subtitles, but I think it should be English as well. I mean, English in general, it's not that huge problem. We think it's not a huge problem. More other languages is the problem. But yeah, it will be in other languages as well. It will be. We're looking for somebody to help us out on the on a very good quality content video for the English. Can we get them unpainted though? You mean terrain? I mean, painted, unpainted, it doesn't really matter, because even if you get painted, you can overpaint. The paint layer is very, very thin, absolutely thin. So there's not like if you put new paint, if you spray paint on it again, you will get you can overpaint it. No worries. So what's the scale? What will this scale for Titanomachy be? Will it be large scale, medium, or schemy scale? How big of a table? At the moment, the table I'm looking at is 90 by 90 centimeters. So that will be for you 32 by 32, 31 by 31 inch. Sorry, I assume you're from UK. No, you're from Germany, right? Okay, so it will be in centimeters, 90 by 90 centimeters, and the scale is about 5 to 6 Titans on the field. Then you might go with the larger amount of Titans, but the smaller ones, right? So the idea would be your perfect kind of ideal setting will be 1 large Titan, and then 2 small one, and maybe 3 the tiny ones, right? So that's give you 6 roundabout. There's a reason for that, by the way. there's a reason for that, because when you play this type of games, and if you have just, you know, a 2 Titans versus 2 Titans game, and all of a sudden one of the players lose one, it's kind of game over. It's kind of game over. You lose 50% of its army. So we need to carefully balance. Okay. Actually, no. On a table 50 by 50, you should expect, on a table 90 by 90, you should expect at least 3 blocks of that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 brews times 12. Obviously, not every single player will have a floor and then floors. So not that much. Not that much. Well, yeah, considerably. I mean, the starter set for I'm just looking at the starter set now. I don't have it there to judge it, but yeah, should be half of the starter set, maybe something like that for the Rampart, the one which we have in retail. And then starter set will be 2 factions, and the 3rd faction will be available separately. Oh, hello there, hi there. We had a live chat on Monday. You kill me, man. I was so wasted on Tuesday, really wasted. I didn't. Yeah, we finished at around about 1:30 at night. The live chat, it was in Polish. So yeah, and I wake up at 7 o'clock, just, you know, a few hours sleep, and then came to the office and I was totally wasted. But it was a good fun. I'm not complaining. Yeah, we took it too far. It is true, yep. But it was a good chat, though. It was a good chat. Painted should be a default to help beginners like me. That's true. That's true. I think there is no problem with starting the game with painted miniatures, and then once you confident enough, you can just basically overpaint them. And if you don't like it, you can always go back again and just use the pre-painted. Oh yeah, there is a tons of internet. Well, it's too early to talk about it. We play tomorrow. We're going to play tomorrow just to see the status of the game itself. There is a lots of interesting mechanics. Escalation, for instance. I mean, I was a big fan of escalation mechanic in the games. Because I'm classic wargamer, right? So I need to start my game with massive army, and then the army shrinks, and towards the end of the game I got only a few models left on the battlefield. But escalation is much better in my opinion. Escalation keeps me nowadays more entertaining in the game. So you start small, but you grow, your army grows with the game. So once the game progresses, you get more miniatures on the table. Obviously, if you start losing the miniatures and it will be kind of constant, but still the whole idea is that you don't start with the full army, but you just basically start with the small number of miniatures, which allows you to position your armies or your models or miniatures on the battlefield much easier, and then bring more, right? Yeah, that's the idea. So escalation is something we want to try it. We'll see how this works. Yeah. Okay, I still have a few minutes for more questions, so keep them coming. And I will shoot off because I'm start feeling a little bit I'm losing my battery, so like on reserve now. With Titanomachy, are we going for more competitive game or more role-playing story-driven game? That's a good question, though. That's the good question. My first impression would be, hey, let's make it a little bit more competitive game, but then I think we should be, because we have enough people in the team, so we're thinking about a campaign, kind of campaign you will find in RPG sessions games, or yeah, it must be there. It's a Mordheim, but sci-fi Mordheim and with Titans. Yes. Are you going to have troops units fighting the Titans, or is the soldier just for scale? We will have also 32mm models, kind of Titan hunters as well. I'm not sure if for every faction, but yeah. But initially, at the beginning, at the start of the projects, you only have Titans. Anything Motu related? You can show us maybe painted Motu minis or the next vehicle or the Motu dice. Anything? Not today. Not today. I've got terrain to show you, but this will be at the next one. The train, which is part of a new release, yeah, new faction release. Yep, this looks like a fun to paint. Not my cup of everyday tea, but my interest is piqued. So this question is coming back. Humphrey, how big of a table will need for the biggest scenario with and without Battlefield expansion? So if I'm getting this question right, you would like to play just normal scenario, expansion scenario, with the Battlefield on the side, just to play the Battlefield instead of the combat which is in the core game, right? If so, a huge table. Huge table, large table, yes. I mean, the game itself, we always try to design, and then that is designed in mind to fit everything on a dining table. So if you have 6 people dining table, you should be able to fit everything. Will the second home campaign have the big box to pair with the first campaign big box? Okay, hold on, because my intention wasn't to announce any new campaign. I only mentioned that if we release the board game and it will not get enough traction, we will think about the making campaign with additional factions in the future. But honestly, this is not even planned yet. This is just basically backup plan in case if we have to hit targets, and we haven't hit the targets, right? I think with the plan we have for the retail, we will hit the target. So yeah, so in that case, if we hit the target in the first quarter, second and third quarter next year, it means that each of the individual faction will be, released separately. So in an interval of quarters, at least quarters, yeah. So no big box for that one, obviously, because you get first faction, second faction, and a third faction. So quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. Okay. Yeah, I know. It's time to sleep. It's almost 10 here. I mean, 9:30. Yeah, you may share the ideas. I mean, if you go on our website, archon-studio.com, there's a contact form. You can always contact us. You said it soon will be. You said it soon. Will we see the game in 2024? If you're asking for the Titanomic East, 2024. Yeah, sorry for that. Next time. I mean, the Marcus said, okay. Sad face. Jason, thanks for the question. Going back to Deuslair, how many quests will be in the RPG campaign? I mean, I'm posting this question because this is a question to my team. I'm not sure if my team is still on the chat, but if it is there, please answer this question. I don't know. I really don't know. It's project manager which is working on it, so yeah. The question is if it's possible to have the French rulebook to download. I didn't find it on your website download section. Thanks. Which game? If this is for a home free, I'm guessing it will be there, should be there soon, or if not soon, it should be there at some point. So it will be in updates, just follow updates. If for any other game, it should be definitely there. Will the new Rampart terrain be compatible with the previous Rampart releases or DNL? Definitely with previous Rampart releases, because it's completely different system, but not with DNL. It's impossible to make in DNL. Yeah, there's about 1.5 centimeter difference. That's the reason why. Everything, the question was, you said that the stretch goals, the minis, are Kickstarter exclusive. That means if somebody would buy it in retail, they wouldn't get the minis. So the faction related miniatures. I mean, the faction related miniatures are definitely the ones which we unlocked are the Kickstarter. They are Kickstarter exclusive and trade show exclusive. Make sure, I just want to make sure that you know it's clear. If we're going to work on a new faction, obviously we have to make miniatures as well for them, and the new expansions will be miniatures. So anything you can see as a Kickstarter exclusive is just a Kickstarter exclusive. That's correct, yes. And the trade show exclusive. I explained this one just half an hour ago about it. Why we're doing it and what's the reason behind it. I mean, if you go on a page, it says Kickstarter exclusive and the trade show exclusive. Right. Okay. Apologies, but I will have to slowly finish. Jakub is just saying that the French rulebook is on the page, so we might be, probably he's asking for some other game. Oh, apologies, I don't have. 2 weeks ago you said you would try to show us Dragon of Heroes Man Magic 3. My children are waiting for this. Miniatures, sure, next time. We have all the miniatures anyway, so we're able to show you them. So the tower expansion is Kickstarter exclusive, yes, that's correct, as well as trade show exclusive. So it means that he will only be able to get that at the trade shows if you're going to come to us, to our stand. That's also correct. So no, it won't be in the stores. Tower won't be in the stores. Here we have it, so found it. Yeah, thank you for that. Yes, that's correct. He can get the tower at the trade shows. It is important. I mean, it's a faction, right? It's a faction for the game. I mean, not having it would be just like crazy, a little bit crazy. So we made it like semi-exclusive, let's say, right? Because you get it for free during the Kickstarter, because it's unlockable for your support. But then if somebody else wants to in the future, you can only get it from the trade shows. Okay, Alex answering your question actually. So there will be 6 chapters, and each of them will have one main story, a quest, and few additional side quests to choose from. So that's your answer about the Deuslair book. Right, okie dokie. $15. 15. Yeah. Well, maybe a little bit more. We'll see how it goes. We're pushing really on manufacturer. Really, like, yeah. Something new and something cool. What we probably gonna have to do if we're going to have such a large projects in the future is to have a clear contracts manufacturing contracts with the with suppliers, and including if they delay anything, they should be fine. And if it's not our fault and they have all the materials on time and yet they still not delivering on time, there should be something in there. I think this is the best way to make sure its stuff is being delivered on time. That's the things with third-party manufacturers. You will never know till you know. Right? I mean, I keep saying to you, yeah, it's on time, it's on time, and day before, hey, look, we need another month or two. What? No, it's not gonna happen here, that's for sure, because everything is production. But we were there. We were there last year, or 2 years ago with He-Man, right? Fields of Eternia, when we meant to get it before Christmas, just in order to actually, before even Chinese New Year. And then manufacturer told us, oh, look, we have other projects and your project is put on the side track. Okay, you put on the side that our projects, we're not going to be giving you any more projects in the future. So all of a sudden they were managed to actually get time for us and deliver before Chinese New Year, which, you know, save us from total disaster. Unfortunately, this is what it is. I mean, 80% of our products are made in-house. That's 20% are not made in-house, and we have to count on other companies to deliver. Yeah, not easy job, not that easy job. Yeah, but 40,000 boxes, it was for sure a delay. Thanks for the information and communicate. You're doing it well. Thank you. Yeah, 40,000 boxes, it is a lot. It is a lot. Yeah, it is a lot. The problem is with communication with China. Yeah, sometimes. Honest communication, right? Honest communication. Where we are, show me the plan, show me pictures, show me where we are again, and where we're gonna be in the next couple of months. And yeah. And this is what it's very difficult to get it. And sometimes when they have problems or they do something wrong, they won't let you know. They will just drop delay on you and that's it, you know, because this or that. Yeah. But we're doing our best to get this one. It's two big projects and two large projects for us to make sure to put any type of delay on it. So yeah. And it would be great to have for Christmas. That's for sure, right? So everybody will, you know, be happy for having it. But yeah, it is what it is. You got me on that one. And Christmas is for Christians, not for gift. Okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah, thank you for the answering our questions, but I think I will clock out. Good night. I will clock out as well. Thank you very much for joining me. Now, the next live chat, if I check my calendar, should be roundabout in 2 weeks' time, but it won't be. I think I need to postpone for 3 weeks because I'm going away from the 1st to 7th, and then I'm back on the 8th. We will see. We will see how I feel, and if I feel good, I will do that. Right? Because on the 9th. Okay. Okay, it will be on the 9th. It will be on the 9th. I'm back on 7th. On 8th, I will be at work, and then on 9th, I will do the live set. So see you in a couple of weeks' time. And have a nice weekend. I hope you enjoyed today. Okay.